Today we are going to learn a chapter in mathematics that is called circles. One of the easiest chapter. It is going to fetch you 4 marks in the public examination. It is having 2 smaller theorems of 2 marks each in this particular chapter. Very easy chapter because it is a continuation of 8th and 9th standard. In this chapter, we are going to learn a specific what is known as parameters related to the circles. But he started the lesson like this. Everybody should be able to understand how to define a circle. What is a circle? That is the first question in this particular chapter. And he told that you have learned in the previous section. The previous classes you learned the definition of circle. Now we are going to continue that one and learning the concept given in the textbook of 10th standard. Now the question is, the basic question. What is a circle? How to define a circle? Each circle is a plane. That all we have to get an idea related to circle. Each circle is a polygon? No, circle is not a polygon. Then what is circle? The definition goes like this. Circle is a collection of points. See, I have written number of points on the blackboard. Here there are many infinite numbers of points. What he tells is, what is a circle? Circle is a collection of all points in a plane. See, you have to understand now. Circle is a collection of all points in a plane. That goes wrong definition, isn't it? Circle is collection of all points in a plane means, is all these points are becoming a circle? No. Then you have to go further. Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. See, here there are infinite set of points. You identify a point. You identify one point. This point I identify. Now, I identify the point, this one, I name that as O. This is the point I identify. There are infinite number of points in this plane. I identified one point. Now I collect the points which are equidistant, which are at the same distance from this point. Therefore, if I write like this, if I collect the points like this, I collect all the points which are equidistant from the point selected. For example, see, in this part you can find number of points. Here there are number of points on this. All these points are equidistant. They are at the constant distance from the fixed point, and the fixed point is called the center. Then what is a circle? Circle is a collection of points. Collection of points which are at constant distance from a fixed point called the center. That is the definition of a circle. I repeat once again. I write it here. What is a circle? The question is, what is a circle? Before learning the chapter circle, you should know how to define a circle. What is a circle? That is the question. The answer is, circle is a collection. Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at constant distance from a fixed point, and that fixed point is called the center. This is the definition of the circle. What is circle? Circle is a collection of all points in a plane. If you stop there, it is wrong. Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are, those points are at constant distance from a fixed point called the center. That is the definition of the circle given in the textbook. Therefore, learning this chapter, first you have to tell the definition of circle. But actually, there is another definition of the circle which is not given in the textbook. That definition is given in some other textbook or textbooks of higher classes. That also I am going to explain it. What they tell is, here there is a point. Oh. I mark another point here, that is P. Now, I consider this point as fixed point. Fixed point. And I consider this as moving point. It is a moving point. According to the definition given in some of the books of higher order, what they tell is, circle is, see, circle, now I keep like this is the moving point. See how the compass works, you see this. Compass works like this. This point is fixed. This point is a moving point. See, this is moved. It is a moving point. Circle is defined as locus of a moving point. Locus of a moving point on a plane. Circle is a locus of a moving point on a plane which is at a constant distance from a fixed point called center. I repeat once again. What is circle? Circle is locus. There is a word called locus. Locus means path. Locus means path. Circle is locus of a moving point on a plane which is at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. Both definition you can use. This definition is there in some of the textbooks, higher order textbooks. Locus means path. Path of what? A moving point, which is at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. The same concept we are using to draw a circle with the help of what is known as compass. In the compass, one point is called the fixed point, another point is called the moving point, and the path of the moving point becomes the circle. That is the definition of the circle. But in our textbook, the definition is given as like this. What is the definition of the circle given in our textbook? Circle is a collection of all points in a plane. Circle is a collection of all points in a plane. But all points cannot constitute a circle. And circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center, and this constant distance, you know the constant distance, this constant distance is called the radius. The constant distance is called the radius of the circle. Therefore, when you draw a circle, two things are must. One is the center of the circle, that is called the fixed point, and the constant distance, which is the constant distance, that is called the radius. Therefore, if you go on writing the radius, if you go on writing the radius, all the radii is the plural form of radius. All the radii of a circle are equal. If this radius is 5 centimeter, this radius is also 5 centimeter. Radii of a circle is equal because all these points are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. Now I conclude the definition of the circle. The first thing is, what is a circle? According to the textbook, I don't use now, I stop using the word locus. Actually, when we studied circles in our high school, all our teachers are mentioned the definition as circle is a locus of a moving point on a plane which is at a constant distance from a fixed position called the center. But nowadays the textbook is changed. Now they simplified. Now we got to this definition. What is circle? Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are constant distance, which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called center. And the constant distance is called the radius. This is the definition of the circle. But circle is nothing but a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. Now we learn the parameters related to the circle what we studied in our 8th and 9th standard. Then come to the 10th standard. That way only they are given in the textbook. What are the parameters? To learn the parameters related to the circle, first thing you have to understand is the difference between a line and a line segment. See, sometimes in the statement we mention line segment, sometimes we mention line. The difference is like this. See, line AB is a line segment. AB is a line segment means AB is a line segment means I can't extend this line segment AB on either side. It is fixed. I should not extend this. Therefore, see again I tell you, we all studied, I studied SLC in 1979. When we studied SLC or college classes, the textbook was much better. Nowadays, it is much more diluted. In our time, whenever we write a line segment, we write AB is a line segment. In above that, we have to put a line like this. It represents AB is a line segment. Line segment means I should not extend these two what is known as the terminals. The end point should not be extended. It is fixed. But when we write like this, AB as like this, then AB is a straight line. There is no measurement for this. AB can be extended infinitely on both sides. AB can be extended. In such cases, we have to write it as a line. Therefore, whenever a question paper is given, there is a line of 5 centimeter. And if they give like that, we understand that the fellow who made the question paper doesn't know anything about the mathematics. A line of 5 centimeter, no. A line segment of 5 centimeter in length, like that only you have to give. Line segment means I should not extend the what is known as end points. The terminal should not be extended. It is fixed. There is a measurement for a line segment. But a straight line means what? Straight line can be extended infinitely on both sides. That is a difference. Therefore, whenever we write, we should be very particular about the word line segment or line. If you write it is line, you can't give any measurement for that one. Line means it can be extended. Line segment means it is fixed. There is a measurement for that. That both the things you have to understand. Line can be extended on either side, whereas line segment means it cannot be extended. Therefore, whenever we give definitions, we use the words like line segment or line. Both are different, right? Now, using this definitions, using this knowledge, I am going to define the terminologies related to the circle. The first thing is, I wanted to define what is known as now I know what is circle. Now I am defining the word radius. What is radius? To define radius, see, this is the center and this is called the circumference of the circle. The path of the moving point is called circumference. It is called what? Circumference of the circle. It is called the circumference. Or I can simply tell that it is a circle. Actually, this is a circle. See, many people they get a doubt. Sir, what is circle? See, yesterday I showed this what is known as mirror. Is this a circle? No, this is a circular region. Circular region. Circle is only the boundary part. Therefore, this part is called the circumference. What is circumference? Circumference is nothing but boundary of the circle. Boundary of the circle is called the circumference. Or I can simply say that it is a circle. To define radius, what I do is, I mark a point on the circle. Now, P is a point on the circle. I can tell this in two ways. P is a point on the circle, or P is a point on the boundary of the circle. P is a point on the circumference of the circle. Anywhere I can able to tell. Now P is a point on the circle. We restrict our knowledge only to that extent. P is a point on the circle, right? O is the center. Now I join this. what I get? I get the radius. This is the radius. This we studied in 8th standard. I am simply repeating because the textbook they are given. We learn many things related to circle in 8th and 9th standard. This is called the radius. Then what is radius? Tell me. What is radius? Is radius is a line or a radius is a line segment? Radius is a line segment. Why? Because I can't extend this. It is going to end here only. Therefore, the first thing is radius. Radius, you have to understand what is radius. Radius is a line segment. Radius is a line segment. If anybody writes radius is a line, it is wrong. Why? Because lines can be extended, whereas radius cannot be extended. Therefore, radius is a line segment joining what? Joining 2 points. Joining center and any one point on the circle. What is radius? Radius is a line segment joining the center and any point on the circle. That is the first thing what you have to understand related to radius. The next is, when you go on making number of radius, when I go on writing the radius like this, what happens? I get number of radii. The radii, for example, if this is 5 centimeter, then this is also 5 centimeter, this is also 5 centimeter, this is also 5 centimeter. Therefore, what we understood, because the circle is equidistant from the point, from a fixed point called the center. Therefore, all the radii are equal. The second point what you have to understand is, radii of a circle are equal. Radii of a circle are equal. See now, you know 3 things. What is circle? Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. Now what is radius? Radius is a line segment. Radius is a line segment joining the center and any point on the circle. This is a line segment, right? And radii of a circle are equal. Radii of a circle are equal. That is the basic terms you have to understand related to the circles. Now we go further. See, here there is a circle. I go on repeating the definition of a circle. Circle is what? Collection of all points on a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. Now what I do is, I keep a set scale like this. I write the radius, one radius. I write another radius. See, now when I write like this, see here I have, this is P and this is Q. OP is a radius, OQ is a radius, PQ is a line segment. Or I can say that PQ is a line segment passing through the center O. Then this is the diameter. Therefore, diameter, see, diameter. Diameter is what? Diameter, can I extend this PQ? If I extend PQ, it cannot be diameter. Therefore, diameter is a line segment. Diameter is a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle. Any 2 points on the circle. P and Q are the points on the circle. Line segment joining any 2 points on the circle, passing through the center of the circle. See, PQ is a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle, passing through the center of the circle. And this diameter D, See, the length of the, here this is R. OQ is nothing but R. R means what? Radius. OP is also R. Therefore, diameter is equal to 2R. Diameter is equal to what? 2R. When in a circle of radius 5 centimeter, what is the length of the diameter? 10 centimeter. 5 centimeter is the radius, diameter is 10 centimeter. Suppose if they give diameter is equal to 20 centimeter, what is the radius? 10 centimeter. Therefore, diameter is twice the radius. This definition always come to remember. Diameter is twice the radius. Twice the radius. Or you can even write radius is half of the diameter. Radius is what? Half of the diameter also you can write, or diameter is twice the radius. Now you know two things. One is the radius, another one is the diameter. In the radius what happened? Radius is a line segment. Diameter is also a line segment. Radius is a line segment joining the center and any one point on the circle. Whereas diameter is a line segment joining the 2 points of the circle passing through the center of the circle. In that case, what I told you is radii of a circle are equal. Now the question arises, what about the diameter? Are they equal? If I write diameter on here, all diameters are equal. Like radius, diameters are also, diameters of a circle are equal. What is the relationship between diameter and radius? Diameter is twice the radius, or radius is half the diameter. I repeat once again, we know what is circle now. Circle is collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. And the line segments, and we know the difference between line segment and a line. Don't simply write line, line, line. Line is different. Line segment is different. Line segment is one, it is having what is known as boundaries. We can't extend line segment. Line can be extended. Now I mentioned two parameters. One is the radius, another one is the diameter. Radius is a line segment, diameter is also a line segment. Radius is joining the center and any point on the circle. And whereas diameter joining any 2 points on the circle passing to the center of the circle. What is the relationship between radius and diameter? Diameter is twice the radius. And all radii of circle are equal, all diameter of a circle are equal. That is the idea of radius and diameter. We know circle, we know what is radius, we know what is diameter, how diameter is related to radius, how radius is related to diameter, I told you, and you studied all these things in the 8th standard. Now, see here there is a circle with center O. I repeat once again, what is circle? Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. Now, I write a line segment like this. Like this, I write a line segment. I write a line segment like this. I write this as PQ. Now what is PQ? PQ is a line segment. PQ is what? Line segment. PQ is a line segment. A line segment. PQ is a line segment. And what it called? This line segment is called the chord. C-H-O-R-D, chord. Then what is a chord? Chord is a line segment. Means it cannot be extended. Be careful. Chord should not be extended. It is a line segment. Chord is a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle. Therefore, the definition of the chord is a line segment. Chord is a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle. Any 2 points on the circle. What is a chord? Chord is a line segment. But always remember, Radius is a line segment. Diameter is a line segment. Chord is a line segment. Chord is a line segment joining any two points on the circle. This is the chord. I can't extend the chord. Now you get a doubt. Sir, you already written a diameter. When you draw the diameter like this, diameter is also a line segment, right? Diameter is also a line segment. Diameter is a line segment joining any two points on the circle. Therefore, the meaning of the chord also satisfies the definition of the diameter. The only difference is diameter is one which passes to the center. Here I am not told that chord is the one which is going to pass through the center, I am not told. Therefore, the chord and the diameter, when you see the definition, both are same. Diameter is a special type of a chord. Diameter is a special type of a chord. It passes to the center of the chord. Therefore, among the chords, if I go on writing the chords, see, if I write a chord 1 here, if I go on writing the chords, all things are chords only, right? Chord is a line segment joining what is known as any two points on the circle. If I go on writing the chords, diameter is also a chord, and it is the longest chord of the circle. Therefore, the examination they may give the question, name the longest chord of the circle, diameter. What is chord? Chord is a line segment joining any two points on the circle. What is the speciality of the diameter? No doubt diameter is also a chord, but it passes through the center of the circle, and diameter, I write it here, diameter is the longest. Diameter is the longest chord of a circle. Name the longest chord of a circle, diameter. Diameter is a line segment, chord is a line segment, radius is a line segment. Therefore, you are very clear about your content. The content is, now we know that radius is a line segment joining the center and any point on the circle. Chord is a line segment joining any two points on the circle. Diameter is a straight line which passes joining any two points on the circle, passing to the center of the circle. What is the relationship between a chord and the diameter? Diameter is the longest chord. What is the relationship between diameter and the radius? The diameter is twice the radius. Right? Now, the next is, when I draw here, this is a circle, I draw a chord. I draw a chord. Now this is XY. XY is a chord. This chord divides this circle. The chord divides the circle into, see this. Here I get a part. If you tear a chapati, you get a part. See this one. XY is a chord and this is an arc. The part of the circle is called an arc. This is called an arc. This is called the chord. Now the region between chord and the enclosing arc is called a segment. It is called a segment. I change the color. It is called the segment. Then what is a segment? Segment is the area bounded by a chord and an arc. The region between the chord and arc is called a segment. Therefore, I can say that a chord divides the circle into segments. Here there is a segment is there. Here there is a segment is there. Here there is a segment. That is a bigger segment. We can call this as a major segment and this as a minor segment. That is not given in the textbook. Forget. Chord divides the circle. Chord divides the circle into segments. What is a segment? segment is the region between a chord and an enclosing arc. Region between a chord and arc is called a segment. When you draw a chord, the chord divides the circle into two segments. One is bigger, another one is smaller. The bigger one is called the major, and smaller one is called the minor segments. Right. Now you get it out. Sir, then what about the what is known as diameter? Diameter is also a chord. Diameter is also a chord. Therefore, it also divides. Here we don't say that it divides. We say that it bisects. I write it here. Diameter bisects. Diameter bisects the circle into semicircles. Diameter bisects the circle into semicircles. Whereas chord, when you write the chord divides the circle into segments. Right, understand? Diameter is also a chord, but diameter divides the circle into equal parts. Therefore, we call it as bisects. Two equal parts becomes bisection. Chord diameter bisects. Chord divides. Simple, right? Then what is a chord? Chord is a line segment joining any 2 points on the circle. Diameter is also a chord, and it is the longest chord of the circle. What is the speciality of the diameter? Diameter passes through the center of the circle. As chord moves away from the center, length of the chord decreases. As the chord moves towards the center, length of the chord increases. Chord divides the circle into segments. If you can able to remember, you can write the segments as minor segment and major segment. Whereas diameter bisects the circle into semicircles. So bisection means two equal parts. Division means it is not two equal parts. Therefore, chord divides the circle into segments. Diameter bisects the circle into semicircles. Now what all we know? We know what is circle. Circle is a collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. Then we know what is radius, we know what is diameter, and we know what is chord. Now we know the relationship between radius and diameter. We also know the relationship between chord and the diameter. Diameter is the longest chord. Radius is, diameter is twice the radius, or radius is half of the diameter. But all the three are what? They are all line segments, means we can't extend them. It is restriction. There is a restriction for the extension of these lines like radius, diameter and the chord. Now you know the segment. The segment is the area, region bounded by a chord and an enclosing arc. The part of the circle is called the arc. Boundary of the circle is called the circumference. And the full circle is called the circumference. When you take a part of it, it becomes the arc. Right? We know what is circle, what is radius, what is diameter, what is chord, relationship between chord and diameter, radius and diameter. Now what I do is, I write one line segment. I wrote the line segment. What it is, that you have to tell. Is it a diameter? Is it a chord? Or it is a radius? It is a radius. Now what I do is, I write one more. Here one more radius. This is radius, OB is radius, OA is also radius. Now I write this one. What is this? This is not a radius. This is a chord. In this, what I told you is a chord divides the circle into segments. Therefore, if I map this particular point, this particular region, this region, or this region also, I write it. This is a segment. It is a segment. Segment is the area bounded by a chord and an arc. An arc and a chord bounded by a segment. Segment is bounded by these two. Now see here. Here there is a region. This is an arc. It is an arc. AB is an arc. OB is a radius. OA is radius. Therefore, here there is one portion. Here portion is there. Do you think that it is a segment? No, it is not a segment. It is called a sector. Sector. Now you should be able to understand the difference between a segment and a sector. Sector is a region bounded by an arc, one arc, and two radii of a circle. In a circle, two radii, area bounded by radii and an arc of a circle is called a sector. Area bounded by a chord and arc is called a segment. Therefore, 10th standard students should be able to understand the difference between a sector and a segment. Segment is area bounded by a chord and arc, whereas sector is an area bounded by an arc and radii of a circle. That is the idea. Therefore, what is a sector? What is a sector? Again, in the sectors also, major sector, minor sector, we can write. Sector graph, you have seen heard of the concept called sector graph. Sector graph is like this. For example, if you wanted to draw a graph of the population of the world, the population of India, one sector, population of Japan, one. Like that, you can write a graph also. There we use what is known as sectors. Segment is different from the sector. Segment comes from the chord, whereas sector comes from the radius. That is the difference. Now, I conclude this. What is circle? You know, circle is what? Circle is nothing but the collection of all points in a plane which are at a constant distance from a fixed point called the center. In the circle, we can write the line segments like radius, diameter, and the chord. There is a relationship between radius and diameter. Diameter is twice the radius. There is a relationship between diameter and the chord. The diameter is the longest chord of the circle. And the area, the region bounded by circle, bounded by a chord and an arc is called the segment. The area bounded by radii and arc is called the sector. Along with that, you have to remember, these are all you studied in your previous classes, lower classes. In the circle, you should know about the perimeter of the circle. Perimeter. Perimeter is also called circumference of the circle. Circumference is same as the perimeter. Perimeter is given by the formula 2 pi r. Perimeter of the circle is given by the formula 2 pi r. You solve many problems in your 8th standard. The same way, area of a circle is given by the formula pi r square. Area of a circle is given by the formula pi r square. What is circumference? Circumference is nothing but the boundary of the circle. And the boundary of the circle is measured by a length. The length is 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the formula for finding what is known as perimeter or circumference of the circle. Area of a circle is calculated by the formula pi r square. Now you get a doubt. What is this pi? Pi is an irrational number. It is an irrational number. It is an irrational number. Always something you should have know about the pi. Pi value you should know because the Indians worked very much on the value of the pi. Pi is an irrational number. And so far in your previous classes you studied that pi is equal to 22 by 7. The value of pi is 22 by 7. Now remember children, The actual value of pi is not 22 by 7. 22 by 7 is an approximate value of pi. It is not the real value of pi. Pi is an irrational number. There is no exact value of pi so far what is known as the man is able to identify. Even supercomputers are also unable to identify the actual values of pi. Archimedes tried to find the value of pi. Even now we can say that pi is an irrational number. There is no exact value for the pi. Then what is this 22 by 7? The 22 by 7 is an approximate. The nearest value of pi is 22 by 7. This thing you have to understand related to the circle. These all things are there in your 8th and 9th standard. I have not started 10th standard syllabus. 10th standard syllabus is based on this particular content. Therefore, in today's class, I completed the introductory part of the lesson called circles. What is circle? What is radius? What is diameter? What is chord? What is segment? What is sector? What is circumference? What is perimeter of the circle? What is the formula for the perimeter of the circle? What is the formula for the area of the circle? In the formula we have pi. What is that number? Pi is give an example for an irrational number. Pi. You can is 22 by 7 is the exact value of pi? No. It is an approximate value of pi. Real value of pi nobody can able to identify because it is an irrational number. In the next class we are going to jump into 10th standard syllabus. Very easy chapter it is. Assignment number 129. First question, what is a circle? Second question, define the terms radius, diameter and chord of a circle. Third one, name the biggest chord of the circle. Fourth one, radius of a circle is 5 centimeter. Then what is the length of the diameter of the circle? Fifth one, chord divides a circle into 2 dash. Diameter bisect the circle into 2 dash. Sixth one, name the chord that passes through the center of the circle. Seventh one, area bounded by 2 radii and an enclosing arc is called a dash. Eighth one, area bounded by an arc and a chord is called dash. Ninth one, name the boundary of the circle. 10th one, write the formula to find circumference of a circle. 11th one, write the formula to find the area of a circle. 12th one, pi is an dash number and its approximate value is dash. Thank you.